Alrighty everybody, it's your boy bringing you guys back to the Midsummer Fire Festival, a time of merriment and celebration dedicated to the hottest season of the year. We are here with a revamped and brand new updated version and guide, whatever you want to call it, on our channel. I've been doing this with all in-game events for World of Warcraft, and the main reason is I had 3 separate videos for this event alone. Meaning I had the actual guide, and in the last 2 years there was updates to it, and I'm like, if I do another updated video, that's going to be 4, and it's just like, what do I watch, where do I watch, how do I watch? Someone might only watch one video and they're like so confused. It's too much going on, and I'm doing that with all of our guides, so I hope this helps you. Again, I am here to give you all the information and details for the Midsummer Fire Festival, so without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, first things first, I kind of want to go over some of the more important things that there's no real guide to it, like in-game, to tell you about it, but it's actually extremely important because this is a great time to level up characters. There is an experience buff at each bonfire. You'll find a ribbon pole, which is directly in front of my character at this moment as we speak. Interacting with that ribbon pole will basically connect your character to the pole, which you can see here. And then while you are doing that, you have a colorful streamer that'll cause your character to twirl very quickly. While doing this, you're also going to get a buff, which is the important part of this section of the video, which increases experience gained by 10% for 3 minutes, but this can also stack to 3 minutes every single second. So the buff stacks up for 1 hour at its max duration and can stack with rested experience as well as other experience buffs. And you can just dance and twirl around the pole. As you can see, we are at 36 minutes. We are now going to be at 49 minutes. It just goes up every 3 minutes, every second. As you can see here, we have the ribbon dance buff. Experience gained from killing monsters increased by 10%. Now, this isn't important for someone that is max level, but again, if you are planning to level up an alt, this is an incredibly important buff to get for your alt. Now, after the experience buff, there's actually 2 more buffs that you can pick up. If a player throws a Burning Blossom into a festival fire, all surrounding players of the fire will gain a buff called Fire Festival Fury, which increases critical strike chance by 3% and causes fire damage to attackers. This is a buff, and again, like I said, all you have to do is be by a bonfire, which you can see here, we're in Orgrimmar, and have a Burning Blossom to waste. And bam, there you go, the Fire Festival Fury buff. And if that wasn't enough, if you happen to be at a festival flame that has been extinguished and no longer burns, you can also toss a Burning Blossom into that extinguished fire to go ahead and re-extinguish it. Sadly, your boy ain't going to be doing that, but if you have done that, you will get a buff called Bonfire's Blessing. Your bonfire is burning now hot. You have a chance to inflict fire damage on melee, ranged, or spell attacks. The Fire Festival Fury buff lasts for 60 minutes, and the experience buff, which is called Ribbon Dance, lasts for 60 minutes. But you could reapply those pretty easily. Again, the Ribbon Dance, dance on the ribbon pole. And then the Fire Festival Fury, which I showed you earlier as well, all you have to do is throw in a Burning Blossom single currency token into an already active festival fire. Now, the throwing a Burning Blossom into a non-extinguished... Let's redo that. Let's redo it. My bad. Alrighty. And the third and final buff is called Bonfire's Blessing. Now, if this wasn't enough with the first 2 buffs, trust me, you can get a third. If you happen to be at a festival flame that has recently been extinguished by the opposite faction and no longer burns, you can toss in a Burning Blossom to reignite that fire. Now, unlike the Fire Festival Fury, which you tossed a Burning Blossom into an already active fire to gain a 1 hour buff, or the dancing on a ribbon pole to give you the Ribbon Dance experience buff, that lasts for 60 minutes as well. This one is just a zone-wide buff. This is going to be called Bonfire's Blessing, which you can see here that I already got the buff for you, which basically gives your faction's players a 30% chance to inflict fire damage on any melee, ranged, or spell attack, increasing with level. So again, there's a total of 3 buffs. 2 of them you can reapply easily for yourself. That lasts for 60 minutes, and of course you can get a zone-wide buff called Bonfire's Blessing. So I've come across a Flame Eater NPC. Now there's usually holiday NPCs in major cities, in capitals, but that give you the breadcrumb quest. But it just so happens the Flame Eaters at the bonfire encampments are the ones that are going to give you that breadcrumb intro quest. Now you can only do it once, so just giving you a heads up, but this is technically the first quest you're supposed to do. You don't even have to do it, because once you start doing quests like you normally would during an in-game event, this one will just technically disappear. But if you want your 86 silver and a little bit of copper, I suggest you pick it up, and it's going to take us, you guessed it, to the event going on in Orgrimmar. Alright, we have arrived in Orgrimmar, playing with fire. Let's go. Alright, well, you can probably tell I'm on my mage, which is a pretty rare occurrence for me, but it's because my main has already done this quest a long time ago. But my mage has access to it, so that's the only way I'm going to be able to show you guys this one. But Incense for the Festival Scorchlings. Now, this is probably the first quest you are going to be picking up during this event. It basically asks, the Festival Tailspinner wants you to take summer incense to a Festival Scorchling outside any Horde settlement. You're going to get 86 silver, a little bit of copper, as well as a burning blossom, which is the currency for this event. So I think we're going to be heading on over to Razor Hill. That's probably the best place to do it because it's the closest. Alright, so we're here just outside Razor Hill. There's a Festival Scorchling. Who would have thought? Let's give up the summer incense and collect our 86 silver, a little bit of copper, and a burning blossom. We have a Festival Tail Spinner here. Of course, Horde perspective, I am in Orgrimmar, but of course, Alliance, you know where to go. A Thief's Reward. Sadly, well, not sadly, but you can do this every year and get 6 gold and 48 silver. However, I've already got the cosmetic. I've already learnt the cosmetic, so I'm just going to go ahead and complete this quest. But for those of you wondering, you can get the Crown of the Fire Festival here, which you can see on the character in my dressing room tab. But for some reason, you can get this every single year. So what am I going to do with it? I mean, I could sell it, but nah. The next quest, which is technically a quest line. Again, I've completed this on my main character, which is why we're back on my mage. But you're going to be picking up a quest called Unusual Activity, which is a short quest line that is going to activate a bunch of dailies for you to do to get more burning blossoms. But without further ado, let's go ahead and head on over to a new Twilight camp south of the Black Fathom Deeps. Alright, we have the Twilight Correspondence. So, we are here on the left-hand side of the map of Ashenvale, and it just so happens I have the Twilight Correspondence, and we are to go over here, and I believe we can activate the Tote McGoat, which gives us the Earthen Ring Guide! Let's go! Alright, let me turn in my quest, got the correspondence for you, give me my 5 burning blossoms. I know you have more stuff for me to do. Use the Orb of the Crawler. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to be doing that way over there. Alright, this top left-hand side next to Black Fathom Deeps, I'm pretty sure is the place to be. Little crab vibes. Crabby, crabby. We're just basically here to spy on these NPCs and kind of get a little bit of an inside scoop on what their plans are. They don't know I'm a crab, right? They didn't just see me transform into a crab back there. No way. No chance. I'm sneaky with it. Alright. Let's go back and turn this. Wow. I'm pretty sure we have to bring back Totem Man, right? I mean, I'm here and he's not here, so Yeah? No? Maybe so? Please? Yeah, there we go. More currency, and then speak with travel to the capital city. What capital city? Like the capital city? Oh, that's it. Oh, let's go. Alright, we've arrived back in Orgrimmar to turn this quest in to basically give all of the information and details that we've just basically witnessed. And that unlocks a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 striking back dailies, and yes, there's 6 of the same thing. But now that we've unlocked it, I'm going to go on my warlock to get those done. Let's go ahead and pick up all 6 of these. Again, you're going to get a whopping 8 gold, 64 silver per completion, as well as a total of 10 burning blossoms, making it 60. So let's go ahead and get to our first one. Alright, we are here, Hellfire Peninsula, for the very first one. Let's click on this thing. Lay a hand on the stone. And then that summons this bad boy here that you need to wipe. And that is our first one done. Got 5 to go. Alright, next up we are here in Ashervale yet again, which is where we originally found out about all of this stuff. And let's go ahead and activate the next ad. Exact same process with what we just did. Go ahead and kill it. And we got 4 left. Next up, we are here in Desolus. Same exact process. Look for one of these crystals. Click on it. Go ahead and lay your hands on it. Let's go ahead and smash down the elemental. And we are now halfway done with the dailies. Alright, next one is Silithus. Now, if you do not see that crystal here on your map, you do have to go to Zadormi and speak to her in order to go ahead and revert Silithus back to its old form instead of the one with the sword stuck and stabbed right through it. So Zadormi on this top right hand, there's a little chat bubble that's on your map. Go ahead, head on over there and speak to her. Now, as always, crystal, click it, and destroy the elemental. 2 left. Alright, next up we are here with our second to last daily. This is in the northern Stranglethorn off the coast here on a little island. Nothing changes. Y'all already know the drill. Elemental slay time. And we're going to have 1 more left just north of us. Alright, this one being the most annoying. We are in Searing Gorge, and you have to actually go inside this stupid cave to this one. So, yeah, I'm just giving y'all a heads up. This is probably the most annoying of the bunch. Oh, great. Can't even use my freaking portal. And there it is. The crystal that we shall click on to kill another elemental. Yet again. I don't know the lore behind all of this, but... Oh, never mind. But I don't know the lore behind all of this, but yeah. The frigid, frosty boys. Gotta slay them all. Alright, we completed them all. Let's go ahead and turn them in. And collect, I believe, a total of 60 burning blossoms. Let's freaking go. Next up is the Master Flame Eater dailies. Now, torch tossing, not a daily, but it will activate one. So let's go ahead and get this one out of the way first. Win the torch tossing game, then speak with Master Flame Eater. Alright. Torch tossing game, extremely easy, by the way. Can I do both? Nope, that's torch catching. My bad. Alright, let's go. Gotta go ahead and stand next to the flame here and just go ahead and toss it to every single brazier that gets lit. Turn it in. 5 burning blossoms added. But now, we've got the daily activated. Which again, on a daily basis, 23 gold and 5 more burning blossoms. So, let's go ahead and do more torch tossing. Again, just stand next to the fire and just go ahead and toss it to whenever you see an arrow pop up. You can usually do 3 in a row and then you kind of have to skip one based off of the timing, the CD. And that's just the smoothest way that I can say to do it. I say do 3 in a row as fast as you possibly can, And the CD is gonna kind of mess you up on that third one. But you could get it in, you could sneak it in, but 1, 2, 3, I could do it. Ooh, I got it. Yeah, if you really want to spam it, you can, but don't panic. It's very easy, very straightforward. And then of course, the more annoying, I actually, when I was farming the currency back in the day, would never do this daily because of how annoying it is, but catch 10 torches, then speak with Master Flame Eater. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, you gotta go, pet, because you're gonna get in the way. Oh, this is some shit. Alright, let's go. Follow. Ooh! Wait, hold up. There's no freaking way they've just made it this easy. Nah, the shadow. You can actually see the freaking shadow, by the way. There's no way. I'm about to one-shot this. You have to basically have your character underneath the shadow. If you really want to make it easy, I suggest zooming in all the way, but shit. Well, that's what happens when you fuck it up and you have to come all the way back to this bonfire. But they've made this so much easier. Alright, let's make it, let's do easy mode. I actually need a little bit of, that's why I zoom out just ever so slightly. Zooming in, it's a little bit too close to me. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean. And you have to do 10 in a row, by the way. You can't be sloppy with it. Alright, you gotta stick our tongue out and get focused here. I ain't doing this for the third time. And I always suggest standing in front of it. Because if you start seeing it on your screen, you can back up. I don't even know how many we've done. Is that 10? Yeah, let's go. Gang, gang. Alright, I still don't like it, but they've made that so much easier by actually making the shadow more visible. It's crazy. Next up, we are going to be queuing up for the Frost Lord Ahun. Now, besides the 23 gold that you can get once per day, you can also get from completing this dungeon boss a satchel of chilled goods. Now, in regards to the satchel of chilled goods, you're going to be getting some gear or some possible loot. In regards to this boss, there's a total of 5 different cloaks that you can collect from the Frost Lord Ahun himself, with each cloak, of course, giving you different stats. But the next couple of items that we are going to be going over are more of the in-game collectibles. Starting off with a formula enchant weapon, Death Frost, which are for enchanters, and you can also get the actual illusion of Death Frost. For those of you wondering what that is, it is a weapon enchantment, and I believe, yes, it is right here. As you can see, an illusion which you can of course just go ahead and apply at a transmogrifier. The next item that you're going to be able to get is the Frost Scythe of Lord Ahun himself, which is probably, in my opinion, one of the best looking cosmetics out there, which you can see here, the Frost Scythe Lord Ahun, which was one of the first scythes ever introduced into this game. You can also get a companion pet. The item itself would be Ice Chip, but the companion itself is going to be Frigid Frostling, which you can see there. The next item you're going to be getting is the Cliffside Wilderdrake Midsummer Fire Festival armor, which I'm going to go ahead and take you to in just a quick bit once we've completed this full list of goodies that you can get from the satchel. And then of course, what you can see on the screen are brand new cosmetics not yet available to us to check out in the appearance section for some reason, Blizzard Entertainment. But they are absolutely incredible, by the way. You can get Reth Furus Scorched Staff of Cinders, which is a staff, and of course you can get the Reth Furus Scorched Scythe of Cinders, which is a polearm, but they're both identical. You can also get the Glaz Furus Spire of the Deep Chill, which is a staff as well, and the Glaz Furus Scythe of Deep Chill, which again, same concept, polearm and staff. And of course you get the Crown of the Frost Lord. And that appearance that I was talking to you guys about is for the Cliffside Wilderdrake, which you can see here. This is not the appearance, but this is the Cliffside Wilderdrake. These were the Dragon Isle Drakes, or Dragon Isle mounts that you could cosmetic back in the day. And it just so happens to drop a piece of armor, which is going to be here. And if I cover over it, you can see the Midsummer Fire Festival outfit has been applied. And of course for the helm as well, and that is the full Midsummer Fire Festival kit for your Cliffside Boulder Drake. Perfect. Alright, we are here. Sadly, it makes you run all the way to the boss itself, but not too bad if you have some sort of speed boost to go with. There's always those people, man, AFK at the start, unless they have hella poo computers. But they always get... Bro. There we go, now they're moving. Now they're moving. Alright, fingers crossed we get like a new cosmetic today, because I'm a little bit behind on this year's Midsummer Fire Festival by a couple of days, but yeah. Gotta go ahead and start off by killing Scarthus the Summoner, which, I mean, someone with a speed boost is gonna go ahead and get that taken care of and done. Go ahead and summon my pet, and then you gotta click on the crystal, just like those mini dailies that we did. And that is gonna summon Frostlord Ahun himself. Now you can attack Frostlord Ahun, but he has damage reduction, so it's kind of pointless. So it's just technically gonna be an ad phase until he turns into a core. And when he turns into a core, that's when he's vulnerable to get killed. People don't realize that, and yeah. And you just gotta avoid these little things. I mean, it's a holiday boss. What to expect? You could attack him though, but yeah. I mean, he'll easily die in core phase anyway. So, ooh, I didn't even see it. I'm attacking him just to technically build up soul shards. And again, you're still doing a little bit of damage while there's nothing going on, so it doesn't hurt. Alright, come on, go to core phase. My pet's dead because of your stupid ability to AoE. Pat, come back. I can't have you dying again. You can attack when he goes to core phase. It should be in seconds. Come on. Wasting time over here. Ahun. Come on, Ahun! There he is. Alright, now we just absolutely demolish this. He's so dead, bro. So dead. And then if you don't kill him in that phase, well then you're probably bad. But yeah, let's go ahead and loot up the chest, see what we got. We got a little snowball tang, but don't really want that. Let's go ahead and see what we got in here. Oh! Okay, we got the Frost Scythe, new team, but we got one of the cosmetics. Let's freaking go. Oh, that's goated! That is so nice, bro. Now, you can see this dude here. He came to this NPC. Now, this NPC is important, especially for those of you that haven't done this yet. You can get one of 2 tabards from this NPC. Now, tabards are technically for cosmetic purposes, so once you've got it on one character, just go ahead and do it on another character and get the other cosmetic tabard and you'll be good to go. But other than that, that's pretty much it for inside the dungeon area. Everybody, FTWitachi here. Alright, so we're about to go ahead and desecrate and honor all of the bonfires across every freaking zone in World of Warcraft. You guys are about to see this basically ramped up speed-wise, but I will have a mini-map showing somewhere on the screen where all of these bonfires are actually located. So let's go ahead and fucking hate myself and get this done.
Russell on the beat. Russell on the beat.
tracks today. Purchase your 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 tracks today.
Young Gotti!
Alright, and with the final 4 bonfires, I'm going to bring you guys here with them because they're brand new this year. We have 4 in the Khazalgar zone for the War Within. Starting off with the first one in Isle of Dorn. We are here, of course, in Dornagal to get this one done. So, major city vibes, dead center, and I will catch you guys at the next one. We will be heading on over to the Ringing Deeps. Alright, next one. I've just realized, by the way, they're going to be in all of the major cities of each zone. Just like the majority of these, but straight up. Where the renown is where you're going to find these bonfires. Alright, we are here in Hollowfall now, leaving us with the last zone, Ashkahet, but again, of course, where you would think, renowned city. And the 4th and final one here, giving us the achievement. We are at the Weaver's Lair. My favorite thing with any in-game event is the vendors. And does this vendor sell goodies? Yes. Starting off with the back pages, you have the bind on account upgrades. You'll also see a couple of items that require the Midsummer Fire Festival, which are stat buffs and just cosmetic buffs. Fiery Festival Brew, which will make you breathe fire. The Bag of Smork Ingredients, which creates 5 toasted smorks when used at a cooking fire. You can also get a Spell Power buff for Toasted Smork. You can get a Haste buff from the Glizzy Midsummer Sausage. You can get a Critical Strike buff from the Fire Toasted Bun. And of course a Dodge buff from the Elderberry Pie. You can get a Fire Eater's Hearthstone toy. You can get the Igneous Flameling Companion. You can also get another toy called the Flaming Ring of Flashiness. You get another toy called the Set of Matches. Another companion called the Captured Flame. You can get the Brazier of Dancing Flames toy. You can also get the Burning Defender's Medallion toy. Another companion called the Blazing Cinder Crawler. You get a toy called the Cozy Bonfire. You get the Insulated Dancing Insoles, which is a toy. You can get a cosmetic called the Sandals of Summer. You can get the Fire Festival Barons toy. You can get the Vestments of Summer cosmetic, which is the robes that I'm wearing here. You can also get a cosmetic for Mantle of the Fire Festival, which are these shoulder pads, which have a fire flare glow. You can also get the Helm of the Fire Festival cosmetic, which is, to me, kind of a weird one. You can also get a toy called Summer Cranial Skillet. You can get the Handful of Summer Petals, which showers a nearby target with Cascade of Summer Flowers. You get the Juggling Torches, which are used for an achievement. And of course, you can get the Mantle of Midsummer Backbling, which you can see here. And of course, the Shield Midsummer Safeguard, which you can see here. And brand new this year, you can get the Grand Belt of the Fire Festival. You can also get the Grand Helm of the Fire Festival. Oh, that looks a lot better. Still kind of weird. And of course, the Grand Mantle of the Fire Festival. It's basically an upgraded HD 4K Ultra Uber Duber plus set of the Fire Festival. That's what I'm seeing out of this. Let's go. Next up, we are going to go over the achievements. Now, they're pretty straightforward, and we pretty much accomplished all of them already. We get the Flame Keeper of the Dragon Isles, which is to honor the flames of the Dragon Isles, which you can see here, which, of course, if you followed our little montage of honoring flames, then yes, go honor those flames. And then next up, you can extinguish flames in Cold Terrace. Again, for the Alliance, you'll see some other names for these achievements. For Horde, you'll see some other names because we extinguish the Alliance flames as Horde and we honor our own flames. So that's what makes more sense. But we're going to go ahead and instead of extinguishing Zandalar, we're going to honor the flames of Zandalar. You can also Flame Keeper of the Broken Isles, which are those right there, and extinguish of the Broken Isles. You can extinguish in Draenor and Flame Keeper, which is honor of Draenor. Extinguish in Pandaria, as well as honor the flames of Pandaria. You can extinguish in Outland and honor the flames of Outland. There's also a Burning Hot Pole Dance achievement. Dance at the ribbon pole for 60 seconds while wearing completed Midsummer set. The Midsummer set is what you get from the vendor. Wear it, go ahead and dance on the pole for 60 seconds and you'll get that achievement. Extinguishing Northrend and honoring the flames of Northrend. You can honor the flames of Cataclysm. King of the Fire Festival, complete the quest at Thief's Reward by stealing the flames from your enemy capital cities. Which again, steal the flames from the enemy capital cities. So, you've already seen that. Extinguish Eastern Kingdoms, as well as honoring Eastern Kingdoms. Extinguishing Cataclysm, and of course, honoring Kalimdor and extinguishing Kalimdor. You'll also be able to get the Ice the Frost Lord achievement by slaying Ahun himself. Torch Juggler, juggle 40 torches in the seconds of Dalaran and 50 seconds of Dalaran. Basically, you can buy torches and you don't have to follow the shadow. You can just spam click torches and juggle them. Pretty easy. And then, of course, you can Desecrate of the Alliance, which you can see here, which is the meta achievement for extinguishing. And, of course, the Fires of Azeroth, which is the meta achievement for honoring. And, of course, there's a new one that I have yet to get, but I've already shown it in this video because I've shown it to you guys already, but of course, is honoring the flames of Khazad-dûr. Upon completing that, you will be able to get the meta achievement, the Flame Keeper. Completing these achievements will give you the title, Flame Keeper. Alrighty team, thank you all very much for dropping by and tuning in. I hope this guide helped you, and if it did, please leave a thumbs up. And of course, share it on social media. And last but not least, subscribe. But other than that, thank you all very much for dropping by and tuning in, and I will catch you all next time.